Some of us have a bad habit of letting our documentation get out of date. This is something that AI is actually pretty good at detecting. For our ToolHive project, I wrote a little Claude Code agent to compare our production documentation to my local instance. Before I show you the agent, I will note, I don't want the agent running rogue on my machine. I've added a few constraints to it, which I'll show you a little bit later. But first, let me show you what it does. I can give Claude Code a prompt specifically asking it to use my docs command verifier agent and to check if the documentation is still in sync. This goes through our documentation website, looks for any ToolHive commands used in examples, and then compares those to my local ToolHive commands. This will take a couple minutes to run. For the purpose of this demo, I removed the secret set command from my local ToolHive build, and you can see here that the agent caught it and flagged it as a critical issue. Now let me show you what I used to build this. I needed an MCP server for fetching the documentation website. To create the MCP server, I used ToolHive, a little bit of inception happening here. I selected the fetch MCP server, and I named it fetch stacklog docs, and I used ToolHive's network isolation feature to restrict it to our documentation website. This way, even if the agent gets confused and tries to fetch content from anywhere else, it won't be allowed to. It's locked down to only be able to visit the docs website. Then I just connected my MCP server to my Claude Code client. Finally, I constructed my Claude Code subagent. I'll share this in a GitHub repo, so don't worry about reading everything now. The interesting part is the tools section. I've allowed it to only use my restricted fetch MCP server that I created earlier, and I've allowed it to run the thv ToolHive bash commands, and that's it. Then I just have a long system prompt below, and that's all I needed to do. Let me know if you have any other strategies for keeping your documentation up to date. If you're also worried about letting your agent run free, try out ToolHive and come chat with us on Discord.